Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Also the North Central Chaplain for Broken Chains, JC. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. It is Independence Day. It's a precious day of remembrance. A day to remember the sacrifices that were made to give you the freedom to celebrate. You know, the many times on Independence Day I will pull out a copy of the Constitution and actually read it. It's been a couple years since I've done it, but it's a good thing to do, to understand what the foundation of this country really is, right? Now, what's that got to do with my daily devotion? Well, not a whole lot other than recognizing the day. But it is something that I encourage because it gives you something to hold on to for years to come. I know many people who have never even read the Declaration of Independence, much less the Constitution itself, and have no idea what our freedoms really are based on. Well, the truth is, there are so many Christians that are in that same boat. They have no idea what the freedom of salvation really is based on. They make the declarations, but they don't have a clue about the truth that backs it all up. Today we're looking at Proverbs chapter 4 and verse 6. And it says, "Do not abandon wisdom, and she will watch over you. Love her, and she will guard you." Much like a country, if you look after it, you care for it, you take care of it, you make sure that you see it and cause it to prosper. You put the right people in power to lead, and you follow the founding documents. You will continue to live in the freedoms that you have. But if you don't even know what they are, they will be stripped away from you very quickly. The same thing is true from your relationship with Jesus Christ. You can get told about who Jesus is and get really excited. Today I was in my reading in Acts, I read about Peter who went to the Gentiles and shared the good news, and they received the baptism of the Holy Spirit, and they spoke in tongues, and everybody knew that they were believers. And that would have been great and awe-inspiring to be there. But those people would have been completely lost if Peter hadn't given them more. They asked him to stay for more days, to teach them more things. They had to continue on. Solomon reminds us to never abandon God, to never abandon the Holy Spirit, wisdom. If you don't abandon her, she will never leave you. Now, yes, he, she, I get it. I'm using the imagery from Solomon. The Holy Spirit will never abandon you. That he will watch over you, right? But if you abandon him, he has to take his hands off. Love him. He will guard you. Solomon says, don't abandon wisdom. She will watch over you. Love her, and she will guard you. Wisdom is supreme. Get wisdom, and whatever else you do, get understanding. Guys, We have freedoms in this country that we should never take for granted. In one of my other readings today, I was reading in Kings where a king who was put on the throne at 8 years old, at age 18, was handed a copy of the law of Moses. He read it and he was heartbroken over the fact that his ancestors had failed so miserably to follow Yahweh, the Creator, the God who had given them so much. And so he stood up and he read that law to the people, and he made a covenant with God that he would follow it all the days of his life. And the people said the same. It's Independence Day. Do you know the founding document? It's your Independence Day. Do you understand the commands of God that gave you the freedoms that you have? The Constitution of the United States has nothing to do with your Christian walk, but it does offer you the freedoms to have that Christian walk without having to hide. Just something to think about. Comparison from one life, world experience to a Christian experience. Go out and enjoy your day, but don't enjoy it so much that you forget. I love y'all. Hope you have a great day. God bless.